Hey up, sorry I'm late. I know I said I was going to upload this about a week ago, but I've been busy. So yeah, I said that we were going to learn the carousel. So it's your first truck transfer trick. They're great, they're awesome. It's one of my favourite tricks. It's a decent one. It's quite hard to get your head around, but it's good fun. Here's a carousel in action. Okay, so what is a carousel? So a carousel, I guess the guys who've watched it who aren't from a freestyle skateboarding background, they referred to it as like a truck stand impossible, which I can kind of see where they're coming from, because you're throwing the board over and it's wrapping around your foot, and you're going from starting in a standard truck stand position to what would be essentially a truck stand on the nose, like a 50-50 in old money. Let's break that down so you can get a really good idea of how this works. So first of all, you're going to want to be super comfortable with being able to get up into just into your standard 50-50, and it's going to help you if you've got a few other truck tricks down, you know, the double finger flip we did last time, things like that. It's going to teach you a bit about hand positioning and about getting out of a truck stand as well. Because if you're learning this as your first truck trick, it's going to be hard work. So make sure that you've kind of got really comfortable with getting up into truck first. That's the most important thing in my opinion. Okay, so hands. You want to start in the same position as we did for the double finger flip out of 50-50, which is you want your thumb on the graphic of the board and your fingers on the grip tape there as well, so you're kind of gripping it like this across you, okay? Once you pull up into that truck stand, the idea is to throw the board over towards, if you're regular, you do it towards your left. If you're goofy, do it towards your right. But the idea is to flip the board so it wraps around your foot and then you catch it again in the truck stand, okay? So it's kind of a case of pushing through with what will be your front foot, which is what you'll be in a truck stand, and pushing through the board while pulling it over with your hand to wrap the board around that foot, okay? Imagine sort of how an impossible looks, where it'll wrap around your foot, except from it's kind of upside down because you're on the truck. So it's going to wrap over once, you're going to catch it again on the opposite side. Have another look at the clip, familiarise yourself with the motion here. It's not the easiest thing to get your head around. Okay, so it's kind of a push and pull motion. So rather than just grabbing the board with your again, it's with your leading hand, just like we did with the 50-50 finger flip. You're going to pull the board over and across. So as soon as you get up into the 50-50, you want to pull the board over and across, but it's not just in your hands. Remember how I said with the 50-50 you had to jump a little bit, you know, for the double finger flip to let it spin? You're going to have to do the same thing here. If you don't jump off the back truck, all you're going to do is throw the board into the floor essentially. It's got to spin quite a lot because the flip is essentially going end over end. So it does need that little bit of extra height. So you need to make sure you jump off that back truck a little bit while you flip the board over. And then using your leading foot, which is the foot that is on the truck, you want to kind of push it through the board a little bit. Let's see if I can show you with like a demo board. So the board that I've got set up is currently residing in the car. So let's take a look at this one. It's just a plank, but you'll get the idea. So you're going to pull up into your truck stand and your foot's going to be over the back truck here, okay? So when you pull up, remember what I said, you're going to have your thumb on the graphic, fingers on the grip, and you're going to be pulling the board over this way so it wraps around your foot, and then you switch the foot to the other truck there, okay? So rather than just pulling, where the board will just flop into the floor, you want to kind of push through a little bit with the foot, so you've got a pulling motion with the front hand and a bit of a push with the front foot to get the board to wrap over. Remember, get yourself off the floor a bit. That is quite a lot of movement for a board to do in the air. You're going end over end, like I said, essentially. So you're going to want to make sure you give it plenty of time to spin underneath you, alright? So once you've pulled the board over and you've landed again on that truck, sometimes you can be a little bit stuck as to where to go from there. So in my opinion, the way that this trick looks best is if you just flip the board back down, just a half a flip, and then land it back on your bolts. I do it sometimes where I'll grab the board and just throw it back over and jump on, but it's quite hard to get your feet out of the way. If you want it to be really, really sly with it, pull the board over for the flip, have that hand ready, have it ready to grab the board, then bring the other hand in to start hopping in pogo again so you can start linking tricks together. That's one way to do it. But I think the key thing here is as soon as you flip the board with that front hand, have the hand ready again to grab the nose of the board. As soon as it finishes that rotation, you want to have your hand ready there to grab it, because otherwise you're just going to end up losing your grip. The board's going to go on the floor, and then, quite frankly, job's fucked. Remember, a few key points for the carousel. Be really comfortable getting into the truck. Remember, you're using your lead hand again, the hand that's in front of you. Whether you're you know, regular or goofy, you're always going to be using that front hand to pull it over. Remember to jump a bit off the back truck, to push the foot through the board a little bit, and to have that leading hand ready to grab the board again. Okay? Once you've got hold of the board, it's just a half flip back down. You know, you can keep bouncing if you want and start linking tricks together, or you can throw the board back over your own feet, but that's a bit harder. A half flip, just straight back down, is the best way to do it. It's a really challenging trick and it takes a lot to get right, but if you just remember front hand, same position as your double finger flip out 50-50, pull and push with your feet against the board. That's going to help the board do the full flip. And remember, that jump is really important, otherwise you just throw your board into the floor. Alright? Now again, no finger tape, please. Get your hands nice and hard. Right? Just deal with the fact that every now and then something's not going to be very comfortable and you're not going to enjoy it, but you know what? Once you've got the nice horrible calloused fingers, you're pretty much sound for every other truck transfer or finger flip trick or whatever. So just man it up, don't wear shin pads, just do it as it's meant to be done. Just man up, just a little bit man up, alright? So that's the carousel is your first truck transfer trick. Good on you, man. It's hard work. So if you want to go see other people who are pretty decent with the truck transfers, Chody Zoltan links truck transfers together like no one who has ever skated freestyle before. Sean Burke, absolute shredder. He knows his truck transfers, big style. Reese has got nice. Reese Archibald, of course, has got nice truck transfers as well. Tommy Howard, Keith Renner. Ooh, man, there's quite a few guys who are big in the truck transfer game, and you can get nice big meaty hands and pokey out veins and stuff. So, you know, not only will you skate rad, but you'll get all the women. I wouldn't know anything about that though. Go out there, get your carousels on the go. If you're watching this on Facebook, chuck it in the comments. I want to see your attempts. It's a hard one to talk through. Hopefully it makes a bit more sense to you now. But remember, yeah.